Hi guys! I was about to do some cookies and I was going to do one of my usual recipes. I have a recipe called Hermits, which is kind of a spice cookie with raisins and nuts in them. Well, I recall seeing another Hermits recipe in one of my old cookbooks. Let me flip this over and show you. This one, because I could turn it that way so you could see it. There we go. And it's slightly different from mine. So I thought, let's give it a try. I am cutting it half because I don't need 7 to 8 dozen of the things. But anyway, it says it's spicy, fruity, and satisfying. So because it's just a tad bit different, and this dates back to 1880, 1890s, according to this old cookbook. So let's give it a try and see how we like it. I'm going to get things set up here and we'll get started. I've got in my mixing bowl here, I've got 1 cup of packed brown sugar and half a cup of shortening. Now I am using just Crisco shortening. I guess you could use butter or margarine if you prefer. I don't know much of anybody who uses margarine. I use it for one thing and we'll go into that another time. The reason I went ahead and used shortening because on my recipe I have a note, a little starred note saying do not use margarine or butter to use shortening. I don't remember why I wrote that there, but apparently there was a reason. So anyway, I'm going to put 1 egg in here. There we go. And we're going to mix this up for a bit. And I guess I ought to lock that so it doesn't come flying off on me. There we go. Now I decided after I looked a little more closely that I was going to only do half this recipe. The full recipe calls for half a cup of cold coffee. I had to make some up right quick. I don't drink coffee, so I just grabbed some instant out of the cabinet. So I don't really want to use that cup. Turn that off a second. I can find a 1/4 cup, and I can't. That's a 1/3. I can't ever find the right size measuring cup when I need one. We'll just use this one. Let's see. 1/4 cup. Okay. Gotta get it where I can see it. All right, there we go. 1/4 cup of just black coffee. Going in. That's mixed well. It says to measure your flour by the dipping method. Now by the dipping method they mean you dip in your measuring cup to the flour and take a knife and rake it off so that it's level. But since it's 3½ cups, I don't have one that you could do that with. Plus I'm halving this. So what I did is I did the other method that they said you could do is by sifting it, which I did that, and then I went ahead and put my salt and baking soda in here. So half a teaspoon salt and half a teaspoon of baking soda. And we're going to, let me incorporate our spices in here. We need some, let's see, how much cinnamon? It says 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, so it's going to be half a teaspoon of cinnamon for us. And let's see, I probably should have my oven preheating to something. Where is that? 400. That's awfully hot. Okay, there's I don't think you could. Oh, you couldn't really see me, but anyway, I put a teaspoon in the measuring cup. Half a teaspoon, excuse me. I'm gonna set my oven at 350. I've already been doing some other baking. Okay, scatterbrained much, are we? Okay, it calls for 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. I am not a huge fan of nutmeg, so I'm not only going to cut that down, I'm going to cut that down to 1/4 instead of even 1/2, and probably not even that much. So I'm sprinkling that into my measuring cup, which you can't see. I guess I could back you up so you can see. There we go, a little bit anyway. What this does not call for, that I use in my recipe, is cloves. So to make up for that other 1/4 cup of nutmeg, I'm going to put in a 1/4 cup of cloves. And wow, that's might be time to get some new cloves. I don't use cloves a lot either. So again, not a full, because that's really a strong. So anyway, okay, let's mix that up. That way everything's really mixed together well. Okay. And let's start mixing this in. Let me move you back up here. You might get a big cloud of smoke. Flour smoke. Does that make sense? Start mixing that in. Alright, stop that for a minute. Now I went ahead and put together, see if I can show chopped pecans and raisins. I'm using, it's a mixture of golden raisins because I had some left over from when I did my sweet potato bread, which I already have a video on, and I will try to remember to put a link to it. So let's see, we're doing 1 1/4 cups of raisins and about a little more than half a cup because I like pecans. So let's dump those in there and turn this back on. That looks pretty good to me. It didn't take long at all. So let me get some cookie sheets ready, and I love drop cookies because they're just so quick and easy to do. So let me get set up for it. Alright, we got everything mixed together now, and I got some parchment paper down on my cookie sheet. So we're just going to drop rounded, it says rounded teaspoons, onto the cookie sheet. And I had a little taste of the batter. You can't even really tell that it has coffee in it. So I think these will taste really good. We're going to stick those in the oven. I put, since it says preheat your oven to 400, I knocked mine up to 375. As y'all may recall, I have a persnickety oven sometimes. So we're going to put these in for 8 to 10 minutes. I'll be checking on mine in 5 and probably flipping the tray around just to make sure they get baked evenly. Ended up getting 2 dozen cookies out of that batch. Turned out really pretty. Nice perfect coloring on them. Golden brown. And let's give one a taste test. Let me get you turned around up here. And we've already been into them a little bit. Excellent. Really taste the spices in there. You can't tell there's any coffee in it at all. So, but those are really tasty. I'm probably, like I said, I split the recipe in half, and it was supposed to make 7 to 8 dozen for a full recipe, so I should have gotten at least 3, maybe 4, and I got 2 dozen and 3 cookies out of it, which is fine. But I did make them a little bigger. I went larger. It said teaspoon scoops, and I went probably tablespoon scoops because I didn't want a little cookie that size. I want a cookie, for crying out loud. Give me something I can get my hand around. So anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you give this recipe a try and hope you like it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, or email me or message me, and I'll answer you as soon as I possibly can. I hope y'all have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thanks for watching.